Okay, so these biomes have weather that occurs. And weather is really just the day-to-day conditions of the Earth's atmosphere at a particular time in a very small place, okay? So our weather today might be chilly, it might be rainy, okay? But it's just for that moment. That's what weather is. Climate, on the other hand, is when you take that weather average of an area over a long period of time. So if you can look in the left, that climate is going to be hot for long periods of time, like most of the year. The next one, it looks like a drought has been happening. So maybe it rained yesterday there, but over time, the average is super dry, okay? So again, weather means just a snapshot in time of that local area. Climate is over a broad array of time, like a whole year maybe, what the average of that area is. Okay, there are climate zones. All right, so when we look at this map, we've got the northern part. See here, this is the polar zone. Notice it's all pink up there, if you can see the color. That zone, the polar zone, and this polar zone are very similar. That's due to the tilt of the Earth, okay? Then we have the temperate zone, this kind of between 60 degrees north and 30 degrees north. It's kind of that orangey color. There's another temperate zone down here towards the South Pole. And again, due to the tilt of the Earth, that makes these two areas similar in their climate. This middle part, the equatorial area, that is called the tropical zone. That's where the tropics are, okay, due to the tilt of the Earth. Okay, so during summer in Minnesota, we look at the sunlight that hits the Earth's surface. In the summer, June 21st, the sun appears to be almost directly above us. Here we are standing on the ground and we look up and the sun is really high in the sky. Now, if you go to September 21st, so really close to what we're at right now for time, the sun appears to be down lower in the horizon, okay? It's not so directly above. When it's directly above, it's going to get hotter during the days. When it's tilted, our Earth is tilted a little bit, we see that the sun goes down in angle, therefore it's not going to be as hot here. So right now it's cooling down, and in another few weeks, it'll be December 21st, and the sun will be at a very low angle, therefore we don't have as much heat hitting us, okay? So the more direct the sun is beating down on us, the hotter it's going to feel to us. All right, so let's look here. During the winter months in Minnesota, the sun's light is hitting the surface at an angle and we have fewer hours of daylight. Okay, we're going to look at that in the next slide. Here we go. This slide is showing, here's the sun right in the middle. Okay, the sun is pushing its rays out, and here is the Earth in June. Notice the Earth is tilted on its axis right here. Okay, the Earth never really changes. Look, it keeps the axis pointed in that same direction all the time. The only thing that's changing here is our location from the sun. So it's going in this direction. So June in the summer, notice because of the tilt of the earth, the sun's rays hit this northern part of the world more directly, and the world keeps spinning, spinning, spinning. Each day it spins once. Whoop, there's 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Okay, but after 3 months, the Earth has been traveling around the sun, and after 3 months, the Earth is over here. That's where we are right about now in the fall. And look at the North Pole is now in the shadow. It never sees the sun up there at this point, at the very North Pole, okay? So the sun appears to be a little farther down on the horizon. Now, 3 months later, December 21st, here is the Earth, here's the sun. Look up here. This is the northern part of the North America, is up in this shadow, and no matter how much and how it turns, it's turning 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. It's always in the dark. That's in the winter time. Down here at the South Pole, it's always light. So if you were to go to the South Pole December 21st, you would never see the sun go down, right? Okay, 3 months later, we're in March here. We're still going around the sun, and we see it's going to be very similar to this one. It's just on the other side of the sun. And then we get over here, and it's summer again. Okay, so now let's look right here. In summer, what would it look like at midnight in Alaska? Alaska, there's Fairbanks, right there, right where the tip of my pointer is. That's where my sister lives. That's where I visit every summer, right around that time. So right there, what is it going to look like as it twirls around the axis? There's 1 day. There's 2 days. There's 3 days. I'm vacationing up there. Am I going to see the sun go down when I'm up there? No, I'm not. Not if I'm up there at that time of the year. When we look at midnight in Fairbanks, Alaska, this is what it looks like. That's my sister's backyard. Here it was July 13th. So it's a little later, but that's okay. I never saw the sun go down. Now, what if I were to visit my sister in Alaska right there, December 21st? Would I see the sun go down? Well, the sun would be down all the time. Look at that. It is constantly dark up there during that time of the year. That's why my sister never wants me to come visit in Fairbanks in December. Okay.